It is August 3rd, 2015, and this is a letter to my future self. The things I'm going to talk about in this video are just a bunch of things I'm currently thinking about, because I think that my future state right now at 20 years old is going to be extremely impactful on the rest of my life. So I think it would be cool to see how what I'm doing now would affect the rest of my life. So future me, I'm bottling this up on YouTube. Hopefully it doesn't get deleted. Here we go. First part I want to talk about is how much you have been sick in your life up to this stage at 20 years old. Never take health for granted. I have been sick for basically all of July, and it has been so annoying. I've never wanted to exercise so badly. It's, you know, you really can't take health for granted, because the amount of things that you could do, if you weren't sick for 4 or 3 months, if it's a good year, out of the year, the amount of productiveness you could have would just be insane. And the thing that really sucks about this whole health thing is that it's something that you kind of have never been able to avoid your whole life. You've been a sick kid, a sick teenager, now a sick young adult. You're sick for 4 months out of the year. You've exercised as much as you possibly can to stay in shape to the best of your ability. You've had a fantastic diet for many years now. There's really nothing more that you've been able to do. So please, if there's anything that you can possibly do right now, please do it so that your health does not suffer. Do whatever it takes. You can be so productive if you were healthy. So this past summer of 2015, you've taken 2 summer classes. The first one was Calculus 2, and the one you're almost finished with is Psychology, Intro to Psychology. So Calculus 2 actually had such a big effect on you, you may not remember this, but it made you kind of have like a minor case of insomnia, I might call it. Undiagnosed, of course, but you really truly could not sleep for more than 2 hours for almost a week. It was actually a serious problem. You couldn't even go to sleep during the day. I think you took maybe 1 nap during that entire week. It was insane. Please do not let that level of stress happen to you again, or at least bring yourself to that level of stress over time so that it doesn't impact you so much, because that was a terrible week and may have led to being sick for all of July. So please listen to this point. So some other things that are going on in your life that are really impacting you right now. There's a couple, so I'm about to tell you. Here they are. The first one, you just went on a vacation to Playa del Carmen, Mexico. It was a great trip. You have a video coming out for it, so hopefully that'll turn out well. I would definitely recommend that you go back and you watch that video from the trip to kind of relive some of the old memories. I think that could be really cool. Another thing, which I hope that you're still doing, future me, is the blog. We've been working on it. It's kind of in reconstruction phase right now. It's about to be rebuilt, and we're really gonna try to post stuff on there at least once a month, try to get the gears going. Another thing you have going on is this project, you, Ishan, and Robbie, and by this time, Alex is kind of in it. He's not officially in it yet, but we'll see how that kind of pans out. So I think that this project that we're doing, Robbie, Ishan, and I, can end up being a pretty good team in the long run, possibly start a future company. So there's a chance right now, future me, that you are part of that future company and you guys were successful, we were successful in that endeavor. So hopefully that's the case. If it's not, I'm sure you're up to good things too. Another thing you're up to this summer is you're doing an internship at MCM. You've been editing with Tom a lot, and Dad has been kind of involved too. We're trying to turn everything into a bit of a family business here. We're gonna try to open up some extra stuff, maybe get into the real estate markets. That should be pretty interesting. And there is a bug or something making a horrible sound right now. Something else you've been working on is you have been working on a pilot to a TV show you're writing. You're writing this with a friend that you met in the TV Guild, run by Elizabeth, and also known as Liz, and Victoria. You met a friend named Ryan. You guys were kind of writing it together. You have another friend named Nathan Warren, who was a graduate student that started the TV Guild, but is now in Hollywood. He's currently writing this thing called Honolulu. Interested to see how that'll come out. Some future stuff you probably already know. His name is Nathan Warren. Ryan Terrebonne, I think that's how you say his last name, was the guy you're writing the pilot with. So please finish that, keep writing. You really like it, and you really loved it during this period of time. So another thing you've been doing with Robbie and Ishan is you've been doing book club. And book club has been an incredible experience, one of the best of your life. Something that I really like for you to do right now is look back on your own notes, because I've been taking notes this whole time, look back on them, kind of review them, get to know them, maybe rediscover some awesome ideas and epiphany moments that you had when you were 20 this summer and this past year. But yeah, you really love book club in this time of your life. If you're still not doing it with a group, definitely consider it. You'll love it. Another thing you've been doing, you've been trying to go through some self-realization here. You've been following this businessman called Gary Vaynerchuk for a while. He runs VaynerMedia. You basically watch him on YouTube at this point in your life. I love him right now. Maybe he's still part of your life. Hopefully we'll get to meet him someday. Hopefully you have met him already. Basically, you've been trying to figure out who you are, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, so that you can only play to your strengths and figure out really how to monetize those things and how those things can bring you a lot of happiness. But another thing you've been doing a lot lately is you've been overworking yourself way too much. I have been way too overworked, and basically the concept that I would use here is I would say 100% of the time, if you can be effective 100% of the time, you want to take vacation or relaxation time to be 100% of the time in the moment. Too often you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and instead of going at 100%, you're at 90%, then 80%, and then you have to go through this whole relapse phase. It's crazy. Just relax, fully relax. Taking a 20-minute nap during a day does not count. And make sure to go on vacations and spend time with the people that matter. You've been doing a great job of that lately. So I'm really interested actually to see how my future self, how your relationship is with mom, dad, the sisters, because it's really good right now. I can't even imagine how to get better. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how the future is gonna go on that one. So another super cool thing that you're gonna do that's not actually coming up into the fall semester of next year, so you're about to get into the fall semester soon here. You're gonna have the spring semester, the summer, and then the fall semester you're gonna go to South Africa. Super interested to see how that's going to affect me and mold me as a person. I think it's gonna be a great experience. Robbie's gonna be in Barcelona, Ishan maybe too. The idea is that we're gonna kind of like visit each other, hopefully. At least maybe I'll go to Spain, they'll come to South Africa. Something like that. Should be super interesting. One thing you haven't been doing very well this summer is you haven't been cooking very much. Now, I will give you the excuse, I will give myself the excuse of not really truly having enough time. When you were taking calculus 2, you really didn't have enough time. You were basically waking up every day, you're meeting with the tutor Brandon. When you weren't with him, you were studying on your own 24/7. All you did was math, 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 math. That's why the whole insomnia thing started, basically. Basically what I'm saying is keep learning and keep cooking. One of the things that you've wanted to do forever, and especially right now, is almost take a year off and go to culinary school or do something like that to kind of really learn how to cook. Maybe even consider going to another country and maybe working in a restaurant for a while. I don't know. If you have enough money to, if you feel secure enough to, definitely consider that, because it's something that me right now, the present me, really has wanted to do and really wants to do in the future. One last time before I get to kind of like the end of the video, I just want to remind you one more time, take time to meditate, maybe do yoga. It'll really kind of help you, I think, just so much in the short term and the long term. You really need time to relax. Don't take too much of that now. Please do that. I can't like hit that home enough. So now I'm going to show you two very important people in your life currently that probably will not be around when you watch this. This is the first one. This is Molly. She's been through a lot with you, and you got her when you were 8 years old, and you love her very, very much. So I just thought you'd probably want to see her again, because you probably haven't seen her in a long time. So, smile. And here's the baby. She's Lily. She's really awesome and super cute. And she used to bark at you and act like she was a human. Right, Lily? So I just thought you'd want to see them because they're really special and they really meant a lot to you during this time of your life. So yeah. So future me, you have reached just about the conclusion of this video. I know the audio probably hasn't been very good, and I'm sure you have a better resolution than 1080p right now in the future world, but I just want to say best of luck in whatever you do in the future. You are a very amazing person, supremely confident, probably too confident sometimes. Not like cocky, but I don't know. Sometimes your confidence kind of gets the best of you in certain situations. So hopefully you're better off in that regard by now. So hopefully nothing too tragic has happened to you between now and when you're watching this right now. But if tragedy has struck, I guess just make sure you keep moving forward and just keep trying to reach all of your goals that you've had right now, especially in terms of kids. I'm not gonna talk about it too much because I know you know what I'm talking about, what you were probably thinking around right now at 20 years old, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. So this is gonna be the end of the video to my future self. Hope you've enjoyed and I hope you've found some value in it. I just felt like it just felt right to do it. So a little bit of PS action right here, kind of like in the letter. I really hope that battery technology has gotten better and battery life has gotten better, because it's kind of getting a little bit problematic right now. It's really annoying, and there's talk right now that we're gonna have like computer chips in our brains eventually. I don't know what any of this is about, but if it comes true and you have one in your head right now, that was a thing that was probably gonna happen in the present. Alright, well, it's nice talking to you. Maybe I'll have more of these that you can go find in about a year or two, because I'll probably keep updating these little messages. So finally, this is the end.